pulse-pounding return to classic RTS roots, infused with slick modern polish. Set in an alternate history Earth, torn apart by war, and overrun with strange, aggressive vines called Tempest, you take command of one of three radically different factions, each with its own wild style and sharp strategy. You're not just clicking units, you're orchestrating chaos, juggling resources, building bases, and leading full-scale assaults like it's 1999, but with better resolution and no dial-up. This isn't some nostalgia trap. It's a smart, explosive love letter to real-time strategy, built for now. Tight controls, meaty unit management, and battles that pop louder than your neighbor's base system. The soundtrack slaps too. Frank Klepacki is back, and clearly didn't come to mess around. Early feedback? Pure hype. Whether you're diving into the long, satisfying campaign, or going head-to-head in multiplayer, there's no battle pass nonsense, no grindy shop, just raw, unfiltered gameplay. And if you grab the deluxe edition, you'll even get a digital art book, cosmetic upgrades, and a soundtrack that makes your menu screen feel like a rock concert. Tempest Rising doesn't just want your attention. It wants your command. And frankly, it kind of deserves it. Mandragora Whispers of the Witch Tree is a dark fantasy action RPG where steel and sorcery collide in a world unraveling at the seams. You're an inquisitor tied to a crumbling kingdom, hacking through haunting quests, sinister secrets, and savage Souls-like combat. With 6 classes, hundreds of weapons, and a talent tree deeper than a witch's grudge, your journey is yours to shape or wreck gloriously. This world doesn't care if you're ready. It's drenched in melancholia, painted in baroque dread, and filled with choices that hit harder than any monster. You'll need patience, precision, and maybe a little stubbornness. Expressive visuals and a brooding score pull you into a slow-boning nightmare, while deep customization lets you mold your doom your way. Sure, there might be some crashes or missing ultra-wide support, but hey, if you're gonna face a cursed forest, would you really bring a widescreen? Mandragora charms and divides, just like any good curse. Neighbors Suburban Warfare is a chaotic, fast-paced showdown where white picket fences can't stop full-blown turf wars. You dive into 4v4 madness, swapping casseroles for frying pans and lawn gnomes for bear traps. Every match is an unpredictable backyard brawl, and your weapon of choice might be an egg-guided bird strike or a slingshot fueled by too much sugar. Choose your fighter, a retired boxer grandma, a hyper kid with too much time and way too many marbles, or someone even weirder. Offense is wild, but defense even crazier. Set traps, build barricades, and hope your neighbor doesn't climb in through the second-story window. This early access gem might be rough around the hedges. Bugs, limited content, the occasional chaotic bug-induced flying rake, but players are loving the absurdity. It's like someone turned your neighborhood drama into a sitcom and handed you a catapult. The community's buzzing, the devs are listening, and honestly, the HOA has never looked so powerless. Knock 'em Out is a chaotic, cartoonishly brutal multiplayer brawler where physics, fists, and flying bodies take center stage. You become a boxy, a muscle-bound fighter, flailing through traps, throwing punches, and dodging dismemberment. With modes like deathmatch and bomb tag, and up to 8 players battling in total mayhem. It's all about strategy, and not getting smashed into oblivion. Whether you're playing online or in split screen, even the traps are out to get you. Who knew Ragdoll Carnage could be this much fun? Many agree this game is a total blast, especially with friends. Thanks to its wild physics, overpowered traps, and unpredictable objects, no one is ever safe, making it impossible to stay on top for long. That chaotic fun far outweighs the frustration. While still in early access, the affordable price and the promise of future updates make it a no-brainer recommendation. It's fast-paced, brutal, and hilarious. Think Smash Bros meets Gang Beasts, but with a fresh spin. Quick matches, customizable characters, and tons of modes make it perfect for daily gaming sessions. It's missing a few features like extra maps and AI play, but the wild physics and gory fun make it a must-try for party gaming fans. Oh, and don't forget to keep your limbs attached. Soulslinger, Envoy of Death, is a fast-paced roguelite FPS that throws you into the chaotic world of Limbo. You'll take on the role of a deadly Envoy of Death, armed with powerful abilities, battling through the criminal cartel of the afterlife. The world of Haven is filled with dark secrets, where every decision you make shapes your journey. As a gunslinger obsessed with cheating death, you'll face waves of enemies, craft weapons, and unlock upgrades as you grow stronger with each run. Trust is fleeting, and survival is everything in this Western fantasy realm, where death is just another step toward becoming the ultimate Soulslinger. While the arenas may be small and repetitive, they've got enough variation to keep things interesting. The combat is all about blasting through enemies, with occasional surprises like special enemies or hidden paths. The progression system is straightforward, offering upgrades and skills, though it doesn't dive too deep. The graphics and sound are solid, despite some stiff animations, and while the grind is present, it's not overwhelming. It's a fun, no-frills shooter with replayability, especially if you catch it during a sale. Just keep in mind it's still in early access, so there's room for improvement. In the end, you're in for a wild ride where every death makes you stronger, and you'll need all your wits to survive the chaos.
Recruited into a war against the mysterious undead cartel that's taken over Limbo. Over time, you'll become an unstoppable Envoy of Death. But since it's a roguelite...
White Knuckle is a thrilling first-person roguelite where speed and precision are your only shot at survival. You'll need to master momentum-based movement mechanics and use quick thinking to navigate a dangerous underground megastructure. The catch? Don't lose your grip, it's game over. With every move, managing your inventory is crucial, as failing to act fast can send you plummeting. The run-based meta progression keeps you on edge, unlocking powerful upgrades to help you escape. But it's not just the environment that's a threat. Something sinister lurks in the depths, watching your every move. As you climb through eerie locations, like the dry silos or the haunted piers of habitation, the danger only increases. The deeper you go, the harder it gets. There's no turning back now. You'll face the challenge of managing your stamina and energy, using tools like pythons and food cans to climb while avoiding a rising pool of ooze. Each room is handcrafted and randomized, keeping you on your toes, though repeated runs can feel a bit repetitive. While the meta progression could use more depth, the eerie atmosphere and satisfying gameplay keep you hooked. Some players are already anticipating updates to bring more variety and keep the adrenaline pumping. Dysterra is a thrilling sci-fi survival game set on a post-apocalyptic Earth where humanity hangs on by a thread aboard the satellite Orbis. You're sent down to Earth to collect terracite, a vital resource for energy, but survival won't be easy. You'll face FPS combat, crafting, PvP, and even team up with others or go solo to dominate the leaderboards. Mine materials, build bases, and craft weapons to stay alive. There are white mechanics that keep things exciting. And you'll control the server lifespan by conquering key monuments. Dangerous underground areas await, along with skills to unlock, making each playthrough a new challenge. The game's still in early access, so expect some server issues, but reviewers are already praising its polished gameplay and potential. Combat against robots and rival factions is intense, and the expansive map with tricky dungeons will test your survival instincts. It's not perfect, but if you can handle a few bugs, this game could become a solid favorite in your collection. The question remains, who will outlast who this time? Lost for Swords is a roguelike deck builder where the cards you choose shape the path ahead. Ascend a tower filled with unpredictable monsters and traps, equipping weapons, casting spells, and battling through floors. The twist? Every piece of equipment can only be used once, making every decision crucial. Your deck is your strength, and the dungeon cards mix with your equipment to create a new challenge every time you play. Between floors, refine your deck, find synergies, and adapt your strategy. With 3 heroes, 100+ cards, and endless procedural dungeons, no 2 runs are alike. And if you're feeling brave, the level editor lets you design your own twisted challenges. The game starts simple, but quickly evolves into a brain-teasing puzzle, with deeper synergies and tougher enemies. Clearing towers floor by floor is addictive, and the puzzles offer the right amount of challenge without frustration. Each class offers unique playstyles, and replayability is key with various equipment and trinkets. The second tower might be tough, but the game rewards careful strategy and thoughtful planning. A fresh take on the roguelike genre that stands out and is definitely worth checking out. Serre is a quirky visual novel about Arlette, a shy girl who prefers plants over people, and Oaxa, a bumbling, bee-like alien conqueror who can't seem to get anything right. The two bond over tea, and against all odds, they fall in love. The game is charming, funny, and unexpectedly tender, offering a cozy, emotional experience that will have you grinning through its chaos. While your choices don't actually change the outcome, who needs control when you're enjoying the bizarre interactions between these two? It's a quick journey, under an hour, but it leaves you with a warm, fuzzy feeling. You'll find yourself rooting for the odd couple, with their heartwarming chemistry and surprisingly deep moments. The art style is charming, enhanced by occasional animations that bring the characters to life. And though the game is brief, it never overstays its welcome. For just $5, it's a perfect escape, especially for fans of gay, cozy games. The art book adds extra depth, making this a must-play for anyone looking for a short, sweet, and slightly absurd love story. Oh, and after playing, you might just start looking at bees in a whole new light. Stygian, Outer Gods, is a chilling plunge into the dark, twisted world of Kingsport, where the line between reality and madness starts to fade. You team up with an old friend to uncover dark secrets, including the strange disappearance of your father, all while navigating a nightmare of monstrous enemies and mind-bending puzzles. After surviving a shipwreck, the town's sinister corners reveal themselves, and your sanity, just like your health, is constantly under threat. Craft remedies, solve puzzles, and make decisions that'll shape your fate and your mind. The atmosphere is spine-chilling, with top-notch level design and a story that pulls you deeper into the chaos. Stealth, gunplay, and clever puzzles keep the dread high, but the real terror comes from how your choices affect the world and your own grip on reality. There are multiple paths and endings, so once you start, there's no turning back. Sure, there are some bugs, crashes, and missing features, like the lack of language options and crafting, but if you can hang in there, Stygian has the potential to be a masterpiece. Small-town secrets never looked so deadly.
Is there a way to withstand them? Those sires from the cosmic